What's up, y'all? Sunday Visions, we back, nigga. We back in this shit. It's SV Nation, you heard? SV Nation. Shout out to all my vision seekers, man. What up, man? Soul Tribe, what up, man? What up, Soul Tribe? We here. We here. We here, Soul Tribe. There's a few things I want to get off my chest today. A few things, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I see what's going on with the Diddy, and I see what's going on the social media. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't looking too good. Right now, it's looking like Diddy and 7. It's looking like Diddy and 7. Hold on, man. Let me get in here, man. It's looking like Diddy and 7. It's looking like... What y'all gonna tell me, man? It's looking like Diddy and 7, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry to say it. Ferrari, I'm sorry. It look like it's Diddy and 7, man. You gotta type in what academics gotta say. Type in what I gotta say.
We wanted to watch the Diddy, and now we know that 50 used to crack Diddy's baby moms. Misa.
That's
legend.
heavy.
We gotta now watch back, like what was happening around that time.
Or Die Tryin', which went on to become one of the most commercially successful hip-hop albums of all time, selling over 800,000 units in its first week.
So he fucked Diddy's baby mom supposedly back in, if it was 18 years ago, 2003, 2002?
Debuting at #1 and going down as a modern-day classic rap album at the time.
Wait, 50 crack Diddy's BM first? Oh,
50 went on to become a legendary figure in the rap game. Within just a couple of short years, 50 had risen to the top of the rap game, arguably quicker than Diddy did. And while Diddy was chasing mogul status, and at the time, 50 was still focused on being an artist, ultimately it would be hard to imagine two such enormous characters and personalities coexisting in the cutthroat world of the NYC rap scene peacefully. Slowly but surely, behind the scenes, 50 and Diddy's animosity would be growing, and while at times they would be...
50 was...
Nah. He looking at him like, oh nah, he looking behind him.
His baby moms. Ooh.
friends, collaborators, or perhaps frenemies, what would ultimately... or perhaps Slowly but surely, behind the scenes, 50 and Diddy's animosity would be growing, and while at times they would be...
50 was fucking his baby moms. Ooh. He was cracking
friends, collaborators, or perhaps frenemies, what would ultimately unfold would see them eventually becoming bitter rivals, setting the stage for 50 to begin to contend with Diddy in the mogul rankings and patiently waiting over 2 decades to eventually claim Diddy's scalp.
What?
Over the next few years, Diddy and 50's beef went quiet, likely due to all the success on both sides. But behind the scenes, tension was brewing. By 2003, both men were megastars in the rap game in their own rights. One interesting moment occurred when the two crossed paths on the 28th of August 2003, as Diddy ended up presenting the award for Best Rap Video at the MTV VMAs award show, with the winner being none other than 50 Cent for In Da Club.
And the award for Best Rap Video goes to... Come on, Playboy. 50 Cent.
And 50 Cent and Eminem would touch the stage, dapping up Diddy, seemingly on good vibes. However, that same year, something would happen that changed everything, because apparently one chance encounter between Diddy and 50 Cent had 50 feeling some type of way. Apparently in 2003, New York music executive Chris Lighty, who was close to both 50 and Diddy, held a star-studded wedding, where Lighty tied the knot with his wife Veronica. Both 50 and Diddy were in attendance, and 15 years later, strange offer on his 2020 Drink Champs interview, when it was revealed that 50 and Diddy had been placed together on the same table at the wedding, and it was incredibly awkward.
He's like, I had 50, I think it's Steve Stout and Puff at the same table. He said it was the most awkward shit ever, and that you was instigating some shit.
It was at this point that Diddy made the strange comment, offering to take 50 Cent shopping and pay for everything.
Then Puff was like, yeah, like first he was amping him to get Stout, then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out. We gotta kick it. This is Puff.
Bro, why you want to chill with somebody who was cracking your BM? Like, bro, that's mad weird, bro. Why you want to do that? Why you want to chill with me? Why?
He telling me we gotta kick it, and he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or something? I mean, like, I'll pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this just say? I got...
Yo, this is the video. This is the infamous he wanted to take 50 shopping video. Yo, Diddy's a menace, son. Nah, bro.
Away from him, because I was like, this nigga like fucking... Wait, this just tell me he take me shopping.
Clearly, this comment had gotten under 50's skin. It's unclear if this was a misinterpreted attempt at Diddy being friendly to 50, or a sign of disrespect trying to mock his fashion sense, or perhaps, even worse, a deeply disturbing attempt at mind games to put 50 Cent in a subordinate position.
Let me get out. No, dude, you take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
That's
Make
heavy,
like it's just
bro.
me, man. What if you do some like a little fluffy stuff?
Regardless of the intent, 50 was troubled by the way that Diddy was behaving at the wedding, and from 2003 onward, he would continue making subtle jabs at Diddy in his music, such as the slick line on the November 4th, 2003 G-Unit track, Poppin' Them Thangs, where 50 joked about the time Diddy assaulted label executive Steve Stout. Luckily, the charges were dropped, and the two were back friends. They'd seemingly spent time on good terms, for example, being pictured together at showbiz events in 2004. But this would all change in 2006, when 50 Cent was gearing up to release his mixtape, G-Unit Radio 22, Hip Hop is Dead. As before the release of this tape, 50 had been attempting to sign former Bad Boy Records star Mace to his G-Unit collective and label. They became close, with Mace even appearing in the music video to 50's hit song Window Shopper, which dropped in November 2005, perhaps sending a sign to the world that he had been window shopping for a new record deal. Funnily enough, there's a much deeper meaning to this, as it later emerged that 50 was offended and creeped out when Diddy offered to take him shopping, and in the music video, 50 had seemingly done the exact same thing, taking Mace out for a shopping spree. Interestingly, if you look deeply at 50's lyrics in the song, there's clearly numerous jabs at Diddy that wouldn't even make sense until over 20 years later. In the hook, 50 aims open-ended bars at an unnamed hater, saying that they're mad at him and he knows why, and claiming that somebody is mad when they see him drive by, calling out an unnamed op for screw-facing him but not having the heart to diss him, seemingly hinting at Diddy potentially failing to re-sign Mace, rapping, "Why you mad at 50 when you effed up your own rear?" and using a double entendre to say something is about to get stolen, a possible reference to Mace being poached by 50 Cent's label. But even deeper, the song has bars which I personally think hint towards some of the sexual depravity Diddy was exposed to 20 years later.
So Window Shopper was a sub at Diddy trying to take niggas shopping? Nah, I would have never known that, bro. Who would have thought that Window Shopper was a sub to Diddy trying to take man shopping?
The track saying the top feels so much better than the bottom. 50 also made reference to Freakoffs, which would later be mentioned in a big indictment against Diddy, and a remix of the song featuring Mace would later release as part of 50's mixtape, G-Unit Radio Part 16, as well as his Bulletproof video game soundtrack. Cameron would later question Mace on what on earth he was doing out shopping with 50 in the music video in a hilarious 2023 podcast.
In 50 Cent's video, Window Shopping, what was your role exactly in that?
What was my role?
Took you shopping. They said he scooped you and took you shopping in the video.
Mace know too. He know too. He know he fell for it, bro.
That's what they told me.
That's why Mace gave his life to God. You know what I'm saying? Took him shopping. He probably seen some shit he didn't want to see. He said, I don't got to go preach after that, fam. He said, I'm a pastor after that, you feel me? He had to give his time to God. He had to put his time in with the Lord after whatever he seen.
It's in the video I don't know. I just was asking.
Yeah, W's in the chat. Africa, what's up? What
This
up?
video caused issue between 50 and Diddy, as Mace was always a bad boy artist and was almost seen as Diddy's right-hand man. But ultimately, Mace was disgruntled with his deal and had made it public, with one article quoting him as saying even Diddy knew he wanted to leave the label. In fact, this MTV article seemed to portray the signing as a done deal, sporting a headline claiming that even Diddy was in favor of the deal, with quotes from Mace suggesting that he had pretty much decided that joining G-Unit was a done deal. Interestingly, the article suggested that Diddy and Mace had already discussed their contract buyout, and that Diddy had told the news with a grin that he's certain that 50 Cent has the money to buy Mace out of his deal. However, things weren't as sorted as they seemed, with 50 claiming in a 2014 Funk Flex interview on Hot 97 that Diddy did some sucker stuff over this deal.
Nah, ever since Mace,
You've always had a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, he did some sucker.
You always had a bad taste in your
He
mouth.
was a sucker on the Mace project because he know what he did.
50 would recount the run-in at the Nobu restaurant with Diddy, claiming that Diddy told him it was all good, and he was just waiting for 50 to take care of the finances to release Mace from his deal.
But then we was in Noble, me, him, and Jimmy sitting there, right? He was at the table having dinner with some other people and came over. Yo, Playboy, yo, I thought, you know how we going to Tiffany Co. right now. We pick up something, they ain't gonna say nothing. They gonna send us an invoice later. They gonna let us walk out. That's what I thought you was doing with Mace. I thought you was taking him on tour. When you come back, you gonna take care of me. I said, oh, it ain't nothing. So I just waiting for you to take care of me.
Interestingly, he also said that Diddy muddied the waters between 50 Cent and Jimmy Iovine, who 50 was in Nobu to have a meeting with about negotiating the deal for G-Unit artist The Game's next album, with Diddy apparently making a too good to be true offer for Mace, saying that he would give him the money to sign him and complete the album, and that 50 and Jimmy could keep the profits once Diddy had recouped from Mace's deal. Not only a too good to be true offer, but it also put 50 in a tough spot with Jimmy, who was there to work out the G-Unit deal on The Game's next album.
When Jimmy gets all antsy, because right now he don't know we having a meeting to talk about him actually going, it's time to sell the Game album again, so he's trying to figure out how to have this conversation with me. I've never heard a person say this to me ever again in my career. He says, okay, look, you guys, make the deal. Like, look, I'll give up my profit.
But you felt good about that.
Yeah, make the project. And after we recoup the money that we spent, take the profits. Man, Mace might not even get a chance to write all of the record. I'm trying to write the record.
Yo, the music industry just be full of funny shit and funny business, man. That's like...
Super good deal. Never ever again.
And you kind of feel Diddy made the deal hard.
Yeah, like after he just said something that I'm never going to hear from my career ever again.
In this interview, 50 would then reveal that later, Diddy eventually told him that he was really expecting a whopping $2 million to release Mace from his contract, with 50 famously saying that Mace wasn't worth $2 million with $2 million in his pocket, and that he'd have paid $1 million max.
Was there a number?
You want the 2 M's?
Yeah, I was like, what you looking for that? He said $2 million. I'm like, Mace ain't worth $2 million with $2 million in his pocket. You crazy? It was $1 million over what that was supposed to. He could have got $1 million.
50 even said he felt like Diddy was trying to take advantage of him because he knew he was new to the game and that he had $2 million after the success of Get Rich or Die Trying.
He was trying to do that. You knew, like, let me get that.
Got to tell Diddy no.
You knew and you got it. Give it to me.
Yeah, give it to me. I'm like, man, you guys be crazy, man.
This $2 million offer was far beyond what Mace was worth and pretty much a go F yourself offer. Diddy was pretending to be serious about letting 50 sign Mace, basically to waste his time and money. As Mace explained later, Diddy essentially blocked the deal from going through.
G-Unit was somewhat a deal that you guys tried to make happen. What went wrong with that deal?
You want the honest answer?
That's
what we're on there for.
Yeah.
You know why it didn't go through. Diddy didn't let it go through. That's the reason it didn't go through. He wanted 50 to give him all of the money he thought I owed him. And I thought he owed me money, so that was always the underlying battle, the invisible battle. So then when I said I wanted to go with G-Unit, he was trying to get all of the money back from 50 Cent. 50 Cent is a street guy. He's not going to pay that, So then you run into issues. So when Puff, he just kept saying he wanted $2 million, then he wanted $3 million, and he was just trying to make it where we wouldn't have a budget if you give him all the money. You know how Puff is. You're going to cut your arm off to get free.
Okay.
So if you get free, you're going to have an invisible leg.
This was a furious head-to-head and a deep situation when you think about it. 50 came up as a rapper and reached the top of the game before trying his hand at business and the executive positions. Meanwhile, Diddy had somehow managed to climb the greasy pole as an executive.
But then you just see him smiling like he ain't doing nothing wrong, talking about... Come on, man. This is why they portray you as a menace. You leaving all of these digital imprints of doing funny shit. Come on, man. At least you about to get out in 7, nigga. At least you about to get out in 7. All that funny shit you was doing. You lucky, man. You lucky it's employed. They just trying to use you as an example for the black community when you get out of line with the higher ups.
Handy deals made behind the scenes that propelled him to the top of the boardroom as a label executive, with Diddy using his industry clout and the help of actually talented writers like 50 to eventually make himself a famous rapper too. Now 50, a successful artist, was trying to poach one of the most famous artists who had helped Diddy make a name for himself. This would represent a serious challenge for dominance in the backrooms of the rap industry and set the stage for an intense beef that would unfold for years to come. 50 Cent would escalate the beef to new heights when he dropped his P. Diddy diss track, The Bomb, aka Hip Hop, ahead of that mixtape's its release. Articles began to circulate at the end of August 2006, saying 50 Cent just dropped the bomb on Diddy.
Oh, so this was in 2006? Oh yeah, that would be around 18 years ago.
The song itself was a remix of Dead Prez's classic track Hip Hop with one of the most iconic beats in the history of rap. On the track, 50 rapped that Diddy knew who killed Biggie and that he was scared of the boys who did it from the West Side. The song had a boastful hook where he claimed that him and his G-Unit crew run hip hop in its entirety, not Diddy. 50 would also rant at Diddy on the outro with a long tirade that dissed Diddy into another dimension. He mocked Diddy's party, saying that he won't be getting invited to the white party in the Hamptons after this diss, but 50 doesn't want to come to the white parties anyway, and he doesn't want to hang out with Diddy's punk. He'd then move on to rant about Diddy blocking him signing Mace, saying that he doesn't even want Mace anymore, going on to say that Diddy and Mace wasted his time on purpose and that Diddy should reimburse him $50,000 in travel fees for flying around the world trying to help Mace. He'd even claimed that somebody told him something about Diddy that he could easily expose. Now this...
Wait, did 50 know this all along?
I think he knew.
While trying to help Mace. He'd even claimed that some...
But I don't know why you doing what you trying to do. Why you want me to make... Why you want to make me tell everybody what Misa told me? Did tell Diddy about the freak? Did Misa? Wait, hold on. My brain is like it's overloaded. Did Diddy's baby mom tell 50 about the freak-offs 20 years ago?
Everything done in the dark gonna come to the light, boy.
What?
Saying that he doesn't even want Mace anymore, going on to say that Diddy and Mace wasted his time on purpose and that Diddy should reimburse him $50,000 in travel fees for flying around the world trying to help Mace. He'd even claimed that somebody told him something about Diddy that he could easily expose. Now, this song caused a huge splash when it was released, but funnily enough, in recent months, since the FBI's raids on Diddy's properties, it's actually had a resurgence, with YouTube commenters joking that the feds must have been spinning this song during the raid. It seemed that following this, rather than outright beef, 50 Cent opted to kill his enemies with success, and going into 2007, in August, when the Forbes Hip Hop Cash Kings list was announced, 50 Cent had actually overtaken Diddy, ranking number 2 behind Jay-Z, with Diddy in 3rd place as the top 3 earning rappers. However, it may well have been the case that 50 was actually the number 1 spot secretly, as the deal for Coca-Cola to buy vitamin water, which 50 Cent invested in early, was only announced a little more than a week before this list went public. And since 50 was set to make a rumored 9-figure sum from the deal, he may well have been number 1 by a landslide, but the numbers weren't actually known yet. And now go check my vintage video on that topic if you want to know the whole story.
I remember when 50 caught that vitamin water deal. That's when I was like, yeah, he's wilding. He's doing his thing. I definitely remember that. You see, this is very interesting to me because this is like, damn, like, this beef, it comes along with all of the secrets. It comes along with all the secrets that's just being covered, like, uncovered now. But I think they dropping the charges because, look, hold on, I'm gonna screenshot this so I can know where I'm at with this. Cause look, it's hold on. They dropped some charges. Let me type in charges drop. Yeah, see? The algorithm already knew that was coming. They already knew. TMZ. Wait. Nah, let me look at Eyewitness News.
News in the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking and racketeering trial.
The federal prosecutors are no longer including attempted kidnapping and attempted arson. They're underlying crimes in the alleged racketeering conspiracy charge.
Well, that's right.
No more kidnapping. Yo, listen, he got the Fantastic Four lawyers, man. Them lawyers, they doing what it do.
Development comes with closing arguments set to begin later this week. ABC's Aaron Katurski joins us live outside the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Aaron, can you put this development into context for us? Is this in any way a blow to the prosecution?
Is it, Aaron?
Well, it could be, Tanya, but not necessarily. Up until now, federal prosecutors said that attempted arson of Kid Cudi's Porsche was one of the underlying crimes underpinning the racketeering conspiracy. We'll back up for a second. In order to find Sean Combs guilty of racketeering conspiracy, the jury must find that he conspired to commit some other offenses. And until today, prosecutors said one of those was attempted arson.
Nah, who be making these drawings in the courtroom? Like, who do this, bro? Who do this? I know I could draw better than them. Like, where can I sign up for this job? Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I think you gotta be cooking up the sketches mad quick. Like, you gotta be quick with it. Cause who is making these drawings? Who is that? Is that supposed to be Diddy? Come on. That don't look like Diddy. That look like a old Oscar Proud mixed with a little bit of Bill Cosby.
Showed the jury pictures of Kid Cudi's torched out Porsche.
Nah, who is drawing this, bro?
And he even testified, saying that he saw the Molotov cocktail that was responsible, the charred interior.
Wait, who testified?
His blackened.
Who testified?
Responsible, the charred interior, his blackened sports car. And the implication was that Sean Combs was behind it, but there was never direct evidence tying Combs to the arson. So prosecutors signaled in a letter to the judge that they would no longer proceed under the theory that Combs conspired to commit attempted arson. One of the other underlying crimes, the so-called predicate acts, involved attempted kidnapping of Capricorn Clark, a former assistant to Sean Combs. Prosecutors are no longer going to proceed under that theory either.
Diddy and 7, take that, take that, take that. Take that, take that, take that, take that. Take that. Listen, man, all I'm saying is this. He's figuring his way out this shit. The humiliation ritual is almost complete. They have humiliated this man. They have done everything in their power to slander him. And guess what? It's almost done. He's about to get scot-free out of this. But the thing about Cassie is, like, what I've been seeing with her, like, it's like, yo, was she the mastermind behind all of this? Was she the mastermind behind this? Was Cassie the mastermind behind everything that's been going on? Because I saw a call of Cassie threatening somebody who was involved because she wanted to conceal some videos and some things. And it was very alarming, very alarming. Let me see if I can pull this up, guys. Let's see. Cassie threats someone, because I don't know who the hell it was. Yep. Exclusive. Leaked audio of Cassie threatening to kill a man who seen her freak over Diddy in GTA. You know,
Diddy's defense gave jurors an audio recording of Cassie confronting a man who she says had told her he'd been seeing a video of her doing a freak off. And now we're finally getting to hear what was played for the jury. In a set of freshly leaked Diddy defense exhibits, there's an audio file that Diddy's defense team believes reveals Cassie making death threats to a man she calls Shujit. The recording was played in court over a month ago during Cassie's testimony, but it's only now being made public. Yeah, I gotta listen to the clip. You can hear Cassie tell the man she will murder him if he doesn't immediately show her a video. She says she's never killed anyone, but would kill him because he's messing with her life.
Yeah, you don't have to see it, but it's my life and I'll kill you. No, I will kill you if you don't show me right now. I will kill you and I will hide you and I will cut you up and put you in the dirt right now. Pull it up. If you have it, pull that up. Because if not, I'm going to kill you and then he's going to kill you again. So just do it. Pull that up right now. You got that? Pull that up. I'm going to kill you. You don't understand.
Cassie.
I don't give a fuck. I've never killed anybody in my life, but I will kill you because you're with me. You're with me in my life right now. If I saw a video of you doing anything that you didn't want people to see, I would show you the video so you could tell me what the happened. You're playing games with me, telling me you saw some. Now you're saying you didn't see some. You're with me. I'm going to you up. I don't think you understand. And it's not going to be my hands, and it's not going to be blood on my hands. Someone else is going to do it. So you have to tell me right now, and I'm recording this whole shit. FYI, tell me what the you're talking about. Because this is not cool. We're not playing. I'm not playing with you, Sujit. Like, you saw some yes, you're my brother. Be my brother and tell me what you saw.
You're my brother. Why are you talking to your brother like that? Cassie.
You're gonna be able to find it?
Cassie says she never wanted anyone to watch the video and insists he show her the footage. And a couple times.
And you notice how after she threatened him, she said, "Are you gonna be able to find it?" Like nothing happened. Like you ain't just threatening to kill this man in GTA. Like what are you doing? What are you doing? And you recording this thinking that this was going to be used against you at some point in life?
She tells him someone other than her will murder him. The video was screened for jurors May 16th when Cassie was being cross-examined. And the event is from March 2014, and it happened in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Cassie said she approached Shujit after he claimed he'd seen her in a freak-off video.
If you crave nature but still shop online.
Cassie. You wildin', Cassie. You wildin'. But now look, I'm going to play this for y'all.
The Bible says, whereby you shall know a tree by the fruit that it bears. Look at black women's everyday actions and tell
me. Reload this for y'all.
Because Cassie's husband, Alex Fine, exists. Because Sierra's husband, Russell Wilson, exists.
Cassie's husband, Alex, that man ain't nothing. He ain't got nothing but God pumping through his veins. Like, truly an angel, you know.
May all my girlies find a love that resembles the love that Alex Fine has for Cassie. Like, what a beautiful demonstration of what it means to be loved fully and fearlessly and unapologetically.
Y'all can have y'all's opinions about P. Diddy and Cassie, but Alex Fine is husband material.
Wow.
If you were ever confused about how your man is supposed to ride for you, Alex Fine is the example.
Wow.
Black women commending Cassie's husband, Alex Fine. This speaks volumes about black women.
They want a simp.
While sound-minded men are condemning him, not condemning him, but having opinions about him for basically being with a prostitute and touching and tasting every man she's touched and tasted, degrading himself and laying up with a woman who has been nutted on, nutted in, has sucked off multiple strangers. Black women praise him. But the truth of the matter is, black men know black women down to the core. We know how dirty they can be. We know how selfish they can be.
Hey. All right, bro. We ain't gonna just be slandering black women, you know what I'm saying? I love my black queens. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry he's slandering y'all like that. I feel like he just doesn't agree with you guys. I mean, he doesn't agree with you women glorifying the simps. You know what I'm saying? Because keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Cassie husband is simp. You feel me? Nobody gonna be glorifying. I don't even know what to call that kind of activity Cassie was doing. But you know that's not right. You feel me? Why are you going to be supporting that? Y'all want a simp to support everything y'all doing when y'all doing slutty shit. You know what I'm saying? So, it ain't right. It ain't right. Can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. They want to hit my hole. She want that bread for a show.